Today, the St. Pete City Council unanimously approved an affordable housing project. It'll provide $750,000 to a company that will acquire and renovate 12 new housing units on Russell Street South. The previous owners were getting rid of the properties, and the city saw this as an opportunity to increase affordable housing. But will it even begin to make a dent with the need so great? Spectrum Bay News 9's Roy DeJesus is getting answers.
It's a good start, but some say the city needs to think bigger. Here's Council Chairwoman Gina Driscoll explaining the idea.
You know, making these improvements to what we've already got is truly part of the solution.
And back in November, we told you about another St. Pete affordable housing project, $17 million for 50 new units. St. Pete says back then there were 2,400 people in need of housing. 12 units here, 50 there. It's not enough. So what's the big idea? Watch this.
Florida has vast numbers of these vacant lots that are concentrated in blighted and economically depressed areas. So why is this problem fantastic?
Here to explain is the producer of the video and St. Pete attorney Matthew Widener. He was heavily involved with the housing crisis during the Great Recession. He knows this really well. Like the chairwoman said, improvements to what we already got. How does that work?
Yeah, frankly, St. Petersburg has done a pretty good job with it. But in every city that you think about, we've got these concentrations of blight. These are, rough areas. These are areas where the property owners have walked away. The banks have abandoned properties. The cities have liens against those properties. A lot of times we spent taxpayer dollars to demolish properties or to mow grass and things like that. The city comes back in and says, we're going to collect that money, and then uses the money that's collected in the lot that they've now taken control of to turn over to affordable housing.
So it's a regional approach as well.
Yeah, listen, we have to start focusing, again, regionally, not just one local government, but Pinellas County needs to be working with City of St. Pete and saying, hey, we got all this land up here in Leelman down the center, and all of this land can be used for affordable housing. Same thing with Tampa.
You make use of the municipal-owned vacant lots. What happens next?
That vacant land can be used and should be turned over to things like Habitat for Humanity and some of those people that we know can effectively build affordable housing. And by doing that, we start to chip away at this problem, 10s, 20s, maybe 100 units at a time. It starts to make a difference.
A February 2021 report from the Pinellas County Commission found there is $300 million worth in owed liens on 500 properties. In the newsroom, I'm Roy DeJesus.
St. Pete made today's agreement with Contemporary Housing Alternatives of Florida, which will be in charge of the 12-unit affordable housing project.